Yeah, for sure. I mean, I said it in my exit meeting, I think, that we have unfinished business. You know, we're playing with Bar and AD. Now us, Pat Bev is here, and all those young guys. I'm ready to work, and I'm excited to be here.
How special is that connection you have with Darvin Ham? How much of that way into you come?
That was the main reason, to be honest. You know, I've been with him 2013 when I got drafted in Atlanta, and he's been nothing but great to me. And learning from him, you know, over the years, staying in touch. He had camps in Germany where I came through to support him. So I call him family, and he knows that. So you know, whatever it takes to win a ball game, I'll do it.
Hey Dennis, moving back a little bit, there were reports last time you were here that the Lakers offered a contract during the season, chose to decline, and of course now you're back here later at a different contract. Would you like to take us through how that went and kind of how it played out to having you be here now?
I mean, end of the day, I never was a contract. You know, me and Rob, we had a good relationship. He helped me and my family out every single time when I asked him to. Never was a contract, never rejected anything. I don't know who brought it up, but that's the media, you know. But end of the day, no contracts, and I'm just happy to be here. Like you said, unfinished business, and we just got to take care of this stuff and win a chip. That's, I think, the goal. And other than that, with the contract, that's not true. But I think you guys can ask Rob and see what he has to say about that.
How much of this, I know you talk about unfinished business, but how much of this feels like a fresh start? Some of the rosters change over, new coaches. Does it feel like just totally different in another way, even though you have history here?
I mean, the main guys are still here, you know, and then we added coaching staff who I know from over 9 years now. So I feel comfortable. Came in today, my first day being with them, and it was great. You know, the chemistry is still there. I think we still got to work on the chemistry a little bit because a couple of those guys I've never been around. But I mean, that's my part as a point guard, you know, to come in and bring everybody together. And yeah.
What about being teammates with Russ again? I know you guys had the one season with him. What's that been like?
Russ is my guy. I mean, he helped me so much when I was there and even after that. You know, and, he's like my big brother. He helping me. We're staying in touch. And to play with him again, it's going to be great. It was fun times, positive vibes with him every single time. And I can't wait to get to work with him and with everyone else.
When you were here previously, you were a starter. Do you know what your role is going to be this time around?
I don't know, but I'm gonna make sure everything I can do, I bring to the team to win ball games. And I mean, Coach Darvin knows. He knows me for 10 years now. He knows what I bring, and whatever it is, you know, I'm gonna do whatever to get a W and to finish the unfinished business.
The last Lakers team you were on obviously was a strong group because you were coming off the championship, but there's no fans in the stands for the majority of the season. You never did this, not that you know, you missed this, but you never did this. We were on Zoom the whole time. How much of that Laker experience did ever feel like what you would anticipate being a Laker would feel like?
It didn't feel anything like it, you know, because there was no fans, like you mentioned, you know, the media and all that. It was not there. So it was difficult times with COVID, but now being here, that was another main reason why I came. Yeah, like I said, I'm excited to play in front of our fans, to compete, you know, and to do everything in my power to win ball games.
Just one more on the contract, whether it was offered or not. You were in line at the place you were in your career to perhaps sign a longer-term deal, perhaps a more lucrative deal. You're here on a veteran minimums extension, or veteran minimums contract, excuse me. Where do you feel like your career is at in terms of trying to get security in this league?
I mean, I played my 9th year, my 10th year now. My 3rd year, I signed a big contract. Of course, the whole situation with the Lakers, that was a little weird. That's the reason why I said I even pay for free here, you know, just to make it right. And just to put everybody in the right direction. And it don't matter. For me, you know, my family is good, my kids is good, and they're gonna be good. So end of the day, I do this. That's my passion, and of course, it would be great, you know, to sign a big deal and a longer-term deal, and that's my goal still. But end of the day, we're here now, and I'm gonna do everything I can right now to just help my teammates win ball games.
Dennis, we talk about you defensively. AD called you Mr. 94 feet. How different is this group defensively, you know, with all the on-ball defenders that they have, you know, and then especially with you, what you bring? How do you like this group defensively? UK Nunn, you know, Pat Bev and others can defend, yeah.
I mean, it's a special group, you know, to play first off with probably like 3-4 Hall of Famers in one team. That's pretty special. Russell Westbrook, I mentioned him before, AD, Ron. But everything else, everybody else, just gotta, you know, gotta do their part to impact the game. And for me, defensively, I'm gonna try to be defensive minded. Of course, you know, try to involve my teammates and be aggressive, like I mean, what I did before for the last 9 years. And I'm looking forward to, you know, to compete with Pat Bev. You know, I've played against him a couple of times, but seen today already, he's a little, you know, different. And I mean, I like it though. We are competitors, and we try to get after it.
Dennis, Coach just mentioned that he was very happy about the strong performance you had at the Eurobasket. And especially about your leadership you displayed. Do you think there's anything that you have learned through the experience over summer that you could bring into this team and the league in the season?
Yeah, of course. I mean, leadership is one of those things. Even when I was here, you know, the chemistry wasn't, because of COVID and all these things. We couldn't even go to the restaurant with the team, and there was so many restrictions, so we couldn't even do anything. So, I mean, all the veterans, myself, we got to just do a great job having the team around, you know, do a lot of activities together just to build the team chemistry. Everybody talking about team chemistry, but you guys do a lot for it. So that's what we did in Germany, and of course I'll try to bring that here to be like a little family, and we go to war together when we play.
Thanks, Dennis.
All right. Good to meet you.
Everything inside outside game going, got the free throw line.
Our body feels good. Good to get back on the floor, get some run. So good, it's good to get the win. Good.
After 4 games, what do you think this team is, just in terms of the style and the pace and the way you guys are playing?
We play with a very fast pace. You know, we're still figuring things out defensively. But, you know, we're going to be a team that, you know, relies on defense to win games. You know, I think our young guys did a good job of beating last night, especially towards the end of the game. In a situation like that, you know, it's good for them to get the reps, you know, in a crunch time situation. But I think, you know, the past 4 games, like, you know, we got to do a better job of rebounding the basketball. But I think for the most part, we're trying to lock in on the defensive side of the ball and you know, make a big stride in that department.
Was it a personal test for you last night, just to be able to push yourself in that way?
And what was it?
Just in terms of the minutes and you know, because it has been a while, you only played 1 game.
Actually feels good, you know, especially coming up on these last 2 and then going to the regular season. You know, you want to start pushing your body, push your heart rate, your conditioning to condition yourself to be able to, you know, play the minutes that you're going to play during the regular season.
Any validation with last night's team effort and personal effort to the amount of work you put in the summer and just what the team has been through training camp?
Like I said, it just feels good to get a win. We haven't got a win in preseason in a long, very long time. So it's good for that. But then also, you know, to see the young guys. I think that's the most important. Is like these guys are, you know, figuring it out. Max played well. Lonnie, Matt, Ryan shot the shit off the ball. So I think it's just good for all of us to, you know, to see them have a lot of confidence in themselves and to win a game like that, you know, and then, you know, for us to, you know, well, for me, because the other guys sat out, but for me to, you know, see the ball go through the rim and feel good, and then, you know, bringing Ron, Russ, and Pat back, adding Dennis, to the mix. It's good to see that last night, and we just want to go off of it.
Is it important in the remaining preseason games for you, LeBron, and Russ to share the floor? You guys have only had that one game together so far.
Yeah, I mean, I think we will. The last two, we'll definitely share the floor. I think probably play our normal rotation. I'm not sure what coach has in mind, but it's good for us to get those reps. You know, the first game looked really good for us. And then, the last two, we want to kind of get that rhythm going into the 18.
How close is this team ready to start the season next week? How close are you to it?
I think we're ready. Like I said, the only thing that we got to add is Derek. He's going to have some minutes for us, so we got to get him up to speed on a lot of things. And once we do that, then I think we'll be fine. Like, we have 2 more preseason games and X amount of days until game 1, so we have enough time to get him caught up to speed and let him kind of figure out the kinks of where he was for the past week. Get back up to speed, get his body back right, and be ready to go.
What did he bring to the team in 2020, 2021, and the things that you'll want to see, and then maybe the things that could have gone better that season?
I think every year we lost to the Phoenix, right?
Yeah.
Great on the ball. I mean, even in practice today, first day in practice, offensive 3 dribbles, and he had to give it up. So just imagine him and Pat in that backcourt, defensively. That's what he brings, 94 feet. Pat probably get mad because he calls himself Mr. 94. So, but, most of them guys, able to shoot the ball, can finish. He brings a different dynamic coming off, the bench or where he started. I'm not sure, but he brings a different dynamic to our team for sure.
AD, talk about the spacing that you're getting now. Like, you'll get post touch, they'll overload the side. Then you'll get like a pitch action into another post up. It seems like coaches really finding ways to get you spacing. How do you like that so far?
Just ball movement. I think that the great thing about the system is that it's positionless. Anybody can set a screen, guard, big on guard on big. It doesn't matter. And when you do that, the defense gets confused. Where it's not a traditional, guard, big set it for the guard. Pin down for big. A lot of different action that we have that's positionless that opens up the floor for everybody. And seeing myself on the perimeter or in the post, all the movement and all the action, it just opens up the floor.
And you were a guy like Kendrick Nunn who was out his entire year at a young age. The frustration was along with that. This was enough of him.
Yeah, he always kept his head. He never got rattled or really frustrated. Yes, frustrated because he wasn't playing, but know that this day will be coming soon, and it's here. He's been playing unbelievably well in the preseason and in camp. So happy for him. Like I said, another Chicago guy. So he's doing what he's supposed to do.
Last team?
Just wonder what stood out to you about Darvin so far and how he's going.
He's a player's coach. He allows us to play free offensively, but demands us to lock in defensively. And we know that win championships. Obviously, he's a championship coach. Won a couple years ago with Milwaukee, and he listens to his players. Like him playing a game, obviously, brings a different dynamic to a team. But I think for the most part, like the flow we have offensively, freedom that we have, the freedom we have offensively. That's a Kentucky education. 6 months of college. The freedom we have offensively is second to none. You go out there and guys get to play, and when you, as a player, when you're able to feel free to play basketball on the offensive end, where a coach is like, "Oh, don't do this," and try to limit you to a box, you kind of go hard on the defensive end, when he needs to do something. So that's what everybody I know for sure likes. About coaching ball.
A couple people have noticed you changed football this season, and LeBron's got you in his shoes. I'm wondering.
Oh no, I changed. I didn't change. I'm just waiting on the heat to come. It's been obviously a lot going on with Nike and all that stuff. I don't even want to get into it, but I think Bron started Ron's an opportunist. And he saw the opportunity. He saw a door. He saw a door over. He saw I was a free agent. And he was like, you know, they were just sitting in my locker. And I'm like, let's see. He's like, try these, man. I just been wearing them. I feel really very good, very comfortable. So who knows? I'll probably switch back and forth within the season.
Thanks, lady.
Thank you.
Long time no see. I know.
Baby, keep it moving.
Yes, because I understand what it is. I also know because.
What were you doing, man?
I just want to be a positive role model for people and an example for kids, you know, to overcome things. Find something you love, you know, chase it. It's amazing. I think I'm very blessed, you know, to have the opportunity that I've had in life. Obviously, taking my home country. However, in this business, you know that it's a business and it's life and so I knew that at some point when I was you know, the business, sports, what better place to go than LA? California. I mean, LA is an amazing place, platform, great opportunities here. And then, like, just being on the team with all these guys I've already called.
Oh, no! Just go back. Air ball is back.
It's just an amazing place. I'm usually talking.
Like I actually had a clue. Yeah, that's right. There you go.
All right.
not just grow up in age, but like grow up in so it was very progressive. I had a lot of
Hey bro, what you over there doing, dog?
Given his strong performance at the Eurobasket, how much did that factor in and play a role of the Lakers setting again?
Huge factor, a huge factor. And he and I, we spent 5 years in Atlanta together. I was with him from day one of his rookie year. It was our first year in Atlanta as a staff under Coach Bud. He was one of my responsibilities of just individual workouts to putting the arm around him when needed, just helping them understand what this level of basketball is about when I'm off the floor. And you know, he's like family to me now, but his performance this summer was nothing short of incredible. And it just shows his maturity, the way he led his team, not just in points and stats, but just his energy, his competitiveness, and the way he kept the group together and kept the group moving forward through the tournament. It speaks volumes of how he's grown. And he and I used to always kid about him playing for me one day if I ever became a head coach. So here we are. We got to make stuff work, I guess.
Thank you.
Yep.